Hello, friends. Am I getting this posted before the end of the month? It's Kathy. You're at Spicy Cat Colors, and I am here with the monthly buddy color, Criminy. My life still stinks. We'll just put it that way. I kind of alluded to that in a minivan chat, and it hasn't changed a lot. So, hence the reason I've not been out here. However, I just filmed like 4 book hauls. I still need to film a supply haul, but I don't know. That'll probably be after the first of the year. So I'm going to try and get this filmed and posted before the end of the month. I am filming on Thursday, December 29th. So I had shared this in my plans video that for my group buddy color, I was coloring from 50 Christmas elves, and I'm coloring, come here, this page, which I was using the prompt of feast or food. So thank you to those people that have already posted, even though I haven't done my page, but we're going to do it now. And we're going to chat. And I'm sorry to be this person, but I'm changing the hashtag. Now, we've only done 1 month, and then now this month. So if you use the hashtag SpiceyBuddies, it's okay. I'm still going to check it and find it. But I'm going to be doing something in 2023, which you'll hear about in my plans video. And I decided I want to do anything I do, hashtag Spicy Cat, and then an appropriate word. So I'm changing my group buddy color hashtag to SpiceyCatBuddies. Again, it's only if you want to. You can just color a page. You don't have to post it on social. This is, you know, it's low key, low everything. As I mentioned, I'm really going to have to scale back on buddy colors starting in January. And I apologize, but I need a month or 2 here to figure out what I'm doing with my life. And coloring time is going to be very hit and miss. And I don't want to disappoint anybody. In fact, I've already didn't finish all my December buddy colors, and I feel bad. And I know friends are all amazing, but I enjoy it. And I will have some enjoyment in life again. So we're going to color today. So this book came out last year, 2021, and I did not give it enough love, and I didn't see it get enough love. So that's why I pulled it out for this year. In fact, do I even have anything colored? Oh, yes, I did. I did some buddy colors last year. This one I really like. That was a buddy color with my friend Michaela. And I know I did another one because, yep, here it is. Tammy and I did it. Tammy colors 2. And that looks to be it. I colored 2 pages. Very sad, very sad. So today, whoa, stuff is moving. So I hope we're going to just color until I'm done, and I should hopefully have enough to chat about. I am using, for markers, my Ohuhu pastels, because I just really enjoy using them on Christmas pages or any pages. And then I have my set of, which I haven't hauled yet, but these I got at Five Below, and surprisingly, they're decent and they do not yellow. At least I tested them and they didn't yellow Amazon paper. And because we're talking about food, I got some treats. I got some cookies over here. This is a Snickers. Snickers? Yes. I got these at Walmart. It's like they're gourmet. So it came like, I got it on the like day old. It was marked down. So there was M&M ones, which of course, let me just show you. Because, you know, I had to take one of each so I could sample them. So this one has M&Ms in it. I think they're peanut butter M&Ms, which are yummy. And got crumbs. This one has Heath candy bar bits in it. And this one I just showed you is Snickers, some caramel. And this one, I did not take a bite out of it. It's right here. It fell off. But I'll eat it now. Is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And then I do have a glass of water. So, whoa, my water hit you. So let's start coloring our cute little elves. I don't have a scratch. Well, I have a scratch piece, but I don't really like that color for skin. Now, elves, what color should I make them? Like fun colors? Like not your peachy skin tones? They could, you know, they live in the North Pole. They could be anything. Maybe they're, this is sand, and they're like, that's what we're doing. Totally changing this up. We're going to make this a tropical page for my friends in the other hemisphere who are enjoying Christmas in summertime, which they always enjoy it. So it's not like it's anything new to them. It's just here where I just went outside and my toes are cold because I had to go put my, the thing I don't like about this, about the Ohuhus, this and the skin tone set, actually all of theirs, they aren't in a easy to find what you're looking for. I wish they had like an organizer so they could stay. Anyway, that's just me being me. So yes, is there a better mode? Doesn't really tell me. I've only got 3 modes on my lamp and I can't tell. So it is what it is. We'll zoom in a little bit. I got 2 lights on you. So, so I just went outside because we've had crappy weather. So I am going to talk about food because this is a food feast page. But let me just fill you in quick because I don't get to do color and chats very often. So the week of Christmas, I was supposed to work. So Christmas was on Sunday. So I was scheduled to work the Wednesday and Thursday prior to that. And then I was supposed to have the whole Christmas weekend off. And I was going to color. Well, we had a blizzard. And there was a huge cold snap that went all across the lovely United States. And if I still have them, I'll insert them. I was like, I think I posted them on my Instagram stories of the... Are they wearing gloves? No, they're in the summer. They have their skin, their hands bare. So we had, was it like I want to say it was a 3-day blizzard because we actually had roads closed, which is a big thing. So here to get the roads closed means that it's too treacherous for even the snow plows to go out. So that's pretty bad. I wanted to color this like his legs. And then I'm like, that's kind of pretty cheeky to just have that on and then like some tall socks. But it's summer. He's maybe got like a Speedo on under there. Yeah, you know what? We're just doing it. I'm giving you tan legs, Mr. Elf or Ms. Elf or whatever. Elf. This elf is going to be just wearing this really short skirt, which I would love to see it bend over. And yeah, we'd see what happens there. Anyway. Oh, cat jumped up. So what happens when the roads are closed means people can't get to work. Well, I live in the same town where I work. In fact, I could probably walk to work, but it's not like it's not like a residential area. I'd be like walking on the highway. And anyway, I don't walk to work. I think I walked home once and that was when my car had problems. But we'll just say under 2 miles. Under 2 miles from where I live to where I work. So when the other people that work at the company who live out of town can't get into work because roads are closed and there's a blizzard, guess who gets called to come and do the work? Because no, we do not close, which I'll get into a little bit. So I got called in first the one night, and then another person who's on our team, but in a different office. They have a different role. They got sick. So I got the text from my boss that says, this person is out until further notice. Can you cover? So it's like, okay, so that's what I got to do on Friday. I did that job, which I don't mind. I actually like doing that job. But what frustrates me is my supervisor. So that job starts 2 hours earlier. It normally is Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to midnight. And my normal shift is 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So my supervisor thinks I can do that 8 hours worth of work evidently in 2 hours, because then he expects me to still work my regular shift at 6. And I can't, Again, you guys all know I'm very unhappy with where I work. But there, look at my little tan elves. So there's that. So then the company, and it drives me nuts because they do this every year. So management thinks they're doing this fabulous thing and giving people a holiday off. So they sent out a message to all of our customers that these are the hours of the warehouse, and the warehouse will be closed starting at 6 p.m. Christmas Eve and not opening up again until 6 a.m. on Monday, the 26th. Well, I wish they would not do that. So I work at a manufacturing facility, and we need to just be open. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When we take the job, we know you're going to have to work holidays. So management thinks they're doing this thing. It's like, let's be honest. Management, you're not coming in. We know you're not coming in. So quit trying to make it pretend like the rest of us don't have to work. Because what happens is, okay, Zoe, we already had cuddles in the previous video, so hold on. Okay, sorry, I was noshing on a cookie while I was petting Zoe. Anyway, management, we know you're not going to come in. So quit trying, because this happened last year as well. Oh yeah, we're all supposed to be closed. Guess who got a phone call that needed people to come in because the work didn't get done? And especially in winter in Minnesota, the weather. So granted, this blizzard did not help things because employees weren't able to get to work. Our customers weren't able to drive. I mean, they have to drive. These trucks are coming in from all over the country. If the roads are closed, they can't drive. They're snowed in somewhere. So just treat it like a regular day. And hey, if the work all gets done early, then let people go home. How hard is that? No. So Christmas Eve, supposed to be off. First of all, I was supposed to be off Friday. Had to work. Then Christmas Eve, we're supposed to be off. Get a phone call. Can you come in? We need people in the office because we still have work to do. So in we go, both my husband and I, and worked from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. We did get to leave early, but considering we weren't supposed to work at all, that was annoying. And then Christmas Day, actually, they had some volunteers come in during the day shift that helped run things, and they did not have anyone come in at night. So that was a good thing, if there was a good thing. But it just drives me nuts. It's like, seriously, just don't even try, because it's because I'm always the one that gets stuck going in. Okay, now Frankie wants to come in. Frankie, I don't want you to come in right now. Yeah. So that was my excitement. Didn't get my coloring done because I had to work. And it wouldn't be so bad if, like I've said before, if people appreciated you. But I mean, there are some that do. The people that didn't have to come in because we said we would, they appreciated us. Management, no, they stayed home with their families nice and cozy. They really didn't care. Anyway, so the same thing I envision is going to happen. Actually, it already is. So New Year's weekend. So now it is my weekend to work. So I will work Friday, but I was supposed to have Saturday night off because we were going to be closed. Guess what? I got a text from my boss today. Oh, we're going to have a skeleton crew because production's going to be running. Again, we work in a facility where it's always running. So we need one person in the office. Are you able to work since it's your shift? So I would, which again, it's like seriously drives me nuts. And mostly because then I have to work. So I have tonight off, and then I will work Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. But Sunday, when I get off at 6 a.m., I am off for the week. I am doing my annual, it's turned into an annual thing. I think it's our 3rd year. Kick off the year with good friends and crafting. I will be coloring, mostly coloring Christmas because I didn't get to color any. Well, not any. I mean, I did color some, but not nearly as much as I wanted to. And I don't know what else I'm going to be doing. Mostly just coloring. I want to get my, I'm planning to get all my journals and like stuff set up. I know I won't be able to like plant or film like my 2022 wrap up or even my December pages until I get back from my little vacation. But you guys are seasoned friends. You're used to those popping up whenever. And then I do want to film a, I'll do it as a January and 2023 plans all in one video. I think that'll be kind of fun. So do you think his little, those the same? Yeah, I did it the same over there. So we'll do it this blue. So those are my intentions. I enjoyed doing that. Last year I did wrap up videos because I kept all those statistics and I'm going to figure it out for myself, and some of you enjoy that, so I will share it. And I am planning to continue the group buddy colors, so I'm hoping that will keep me connected to people since I'm not going to be able to buddy color with very many people. I do have a couple project books and a couple standing buddy colors that I do with friends. So I expect those will happen. I'm going to do the eyes quick because they always kind of drive me nuts. I've started using paint pen because so many black markers cause yellowing. And I just like this opaqueness I get in their little eyeballs. But they always kind of, I'm always freaked out when I don't have at least the pupils colored here. So let's get that done. There we go. Yeah, I feel better. Now I can figure out the rest of my colors. This is kind of not normal because typically I do like my main characters last and I color the backgrounds. Oh, did you guys just see what I did? Oh my gosh. Oh, I just ran my hand across it and the paint, guess what? It was wet. So now he's like crying black, tears upward. Okay, not going to worry about it. There's nothing I can do now. Onward, just go back to coloring. We'll try and fix it if we can. Okay. Ugh. So yeah, I'm a little bummed. So I've had most of tonight or today, my husband's been not home. So I was trying to film and I got, I think 4 or 5 videos filmed, but I still need to do, I have a supply haul. I did like 4 book hauls. I had broken them up. And I still have a Wahoo Mail haul, which Wahoo Mail is what, that's my term for like Happy Mail, things that were gifted. And I thought, oh, I'll wait till, just in case I know I have some more Christmas cards I got that I haven't had a chance to look at yet. And I'm not sure. I'll probably show my cards that I got. I think they're fun. Oh, I need to do, that's her arm back there. It's like, what are you holding it up with there? You need to have that. There we go. So do I do a third color for her boots and hat? And what color are we going to do for this guy who's crying black? I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, but I haven't got, and now it's like 10 o'clock at night, so I'll stay up all night because, again, I work the night shift. So once I finish this filming, I need to probably do some laundry, maybe start getting my bag packed so I can actually leave when I get off work and not have to pack everything. It's about a 2-hour drive, and I've said this before, and I'll probably do a vlog. It seems to be the same kind of thing, but for those of you that enjoy that, I don't mind. I will bring my extra camera, or my extra phone really, and I'll vlog my crafty vacation, and we shall, yeah, see how that goes. Do I want the reddish one, or do I want another pinky? Maybe we'll do his in red. Decisions, or should I do a different green? Oh, let's do hers. Again, if I could just find the colors quicker, life would be a lot easier. G. There we go. We're going to do like this darker green. So, okay, let's talk food. So this prompt's all about feasting. So since I've just, done my little complaining about how I worked, let me tell you how my Christmas feasting 2022 went. So I had at the grocery store picked up some things to make just a small thing. The original plan was my husband was going to go to his brother's house, take his parents there so they wouldn't have to drive. And I was just going to stay back because I wanted to get ready for my vacation. So I had picked up a few of my favorite things, which for me, I bought a box of stovetop stuffing and a can of Heinz gravy, or a jar of gravy. You're probably all like, you bought what? Yes, I absolutely love stovetop stuffing and gravy. And I bought some like roasted vegetables, frozen. I was going to roast in the toaster oven. And we have 2 small hams. My husband had gotten a free ham voucher for his part-time job. And I was going to cook that. So that was my intention. And then I just got some like snacky appetizer little things that I like, that I could nosh on through the weekend. Well, as you know, our plans changed. So here we are, Christmas Eve, realizing we have to go into work. And again, we're in the middle of a blizzard. So in my small town, like everything was already closed. And granted, this is Christmas Eve, but like the gas station, we have a Casey's and they usually have sandwiches and pizza. They were closed. Or no, they were open until 6, but their kitchen was closed. We have a sub sandwich place. They were closed. The one restaurant in town closed early for the holiday and the storm. So the only thing open was the grocery store. So my husband goes into the grocery store and comes out with a loaf of bread and a package of Oscar Mayer bologna. And we went home and made ourselves bologna sandwiches to bring to work. And that is what we ate for Christmas Eve dinner. Bologna sandwiches, which is fine. I mean, I've mentioned it before that my husband doesn't do holidays. So he just decides not, whatever. It's a thing, but it is what it is. So my expectations were pretty low anyway, but they were a little bit above bologna sandwiches. So then Christmas Day, we actually were just tired and didn't hardly leave the house. I mean, we kind of napped on and off and kind of did our own thing. Neither one of us really wanted to cook. So I made one of my favorites, which I call cheater pizza, which is basically I use like bread, sliced bread, or sometimes we have hamburger buns, whatever kind of bread. And I will, wait, what color was I going to do this? I said the red, and then green. Which green? We'll do the same green here. Okay. We'll give him Christmas kind of colored stockings. And then I'll sometimes use, I mean, if we have spaghetti sauce or whatever we have, I will use. We actually have a tub of garlic butter, and I used that to, and then I put some pepperoni and some cheese, and that was my Christmas dinner. I know, we're pretty boring. But traditionally, like growing up, usually our house was the gathering place for family. We used to kind of rotate like between, we lived, season friends, you've heard me say this, I lived across the shelter belt from my grandparents, my mom's parents. So a lot of times we would like take turns rotating whose house had the celebration and the meal and all that, just to make it easier, I suppose. But then eventually it became just, it was always at our house, which is fine. I would help my mom. My mom, you know, took it on and it was okay. So typically my mom did the meal, and then, you know, grandma and grandpa would come over, and aunts, uncles, cousins, whoever was in town and wanted to come over. And as kids grew up and moved out, we'd come back, and with spouses, significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, all that. And my mom did a traditional, even though she also did Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, we didn't do such a big family gathering. I mean, it wouldn't be like all the aunts and uncles. We'd have like grandma and grandpa over probably, and just my siblings and their families kind of a thing. And that was always a turkey and the meal. And then usually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this poor guy. This one right there, it's like, if I try to do the marker, well, we're just going to try. It's not going to really cover it unless I make them darker. Let's try and make them a little darker. We'll use, it'll still be, because it's two tones now. But then Christmas, she would do a turkey as well. So we'd have a traditional turkey dinner. And again, my favorite part is always the dressing. And I also liked, I love olives. I love green olives. I love black olives. I love Kalamata olives. I don't think there's probably an olive I don't like. So they were like, just give me the whole little olive jar, and I would eat those. And it's still going to be bad, but it's going to be a feature. As I always say, you know, some people would tear this page out, throw it away, and that's fine. If that's what you'd like to do, it's your book. Do whatever you want. Me, I'm like, no, it's going to tell a story, and it's going to be a feature, and it's going to be unique, and you're going to know that I colored it. So there you go. And what else would she make? We'd have mashed potatoes. and gravy. And she would make squash, usually squash or sweet potatoes, but she did not make the like where you put the marshmallows and make it sweet. No, that was not my mom. We didn't do that because she was always on a diet and trying to count calories, so she never put that on, which would have made it taste good. She'd put butter on, but we'd have that. I can't find. Oh, there it is. It's one color. So, yeah, that was. And would she do salad, or we'd have like corn, a vegetable, and a veggie tray, and of course, like the dinner rolls. And yeah, I guess, I don't know, that's, to me, that was a traditional, everybody has their own family tradition, so I can't say it was like a standard turkey dinner, but for me, it was a standard turkey dinner. And we'd always have pie. For dessert, my mom would make pie. She would make pumpkin pie, usually just pumpkin, and she would do lemon meringue because that was my dad's favorite. And then some of my aunts would bring stuff. So like one of my aunts really liked, my mom liked to make cookies, so we'd have like cookies on hand, Christmas cookies and stuff. But I have another aunt that liked to do like the candies. So she'd always bring a plate with like homemade peanut brittle or, chocolates, candies. My mom never liked doing candy stuff because she's like, it's like science and math and you have to watch your temperature. And it's true, it's very finicky if you do something wrong. So she liked to just bake. And then sometimes that aunt would make like a pecan pie and bring that, which was also, something my mom did not make. So it was enjoyable. What else can we do here? I'm like, oh yeah, I can go back and forth. So the only thing I had used, so I've been using the pastels, except for their hair, because the darkest brown they have is the skin. So I'm going to use this dark brown again on the edging of the basket because I don't know, wasn't being very creative with the color of my basket. So yeah, that was my normal. So normally I would not have had bologna sandwiches or cheddar pizza. Now Christmas Eve growing up was not so much a big celebration for our household. It was church night. So when my paternal grandparents were alive, we would always go to visit them on Christmas Eve. And we didn't even really do gifts. They weren't big gift givers, I guess, for Christmas. Not that I remember anyway. But we would just visit with them, and then we would go to midnight mass, which midnight mass is my favorite if there is. I didn't get to do the Christmas tag that Meg's Art Atrium created and tagged me. Meg, thank you so much. I really wanted to. I had it already, and again, life. But so I might answer some of the questions here. So that was very much one of that's my favorite Christmas tradition growing up was going to midnight mass. I have a very strong faith, and it was just always the most beautiful service. We didn't do, I know a lot of churches have like a candlelight service. We never did that, but we would, should I do red? I should do red. I was going to use the pastel version of red, which is his hat. But for the candy canes, I'll use the other marker, and we'll just make them red. There's like a super dark red. Maybe I should use that one too. To have multicolored candy canes. But what I love the most about the Christmas Eve Mass is I was in the church choir, and we would get there like an hour early because it was like it's a sold out show kind of a thing, because there's there's the holiday churchgoers, we'll just say that, and they crawl out of the woodwork. But so we would get and we would sing all the Christmas hymns. It was all like the religious Christmas songs. We didn't like sing. All I could think of is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. But I mean, like Rudolph or Frosty the Snowman, those types of songs we didn't sing. They were all church songs. And that is one of my favorite things about Christmas is the music. It still is to this day. I absolutely love Christmas music. And that's what we do. And then we would, so after my grandparents had both passed, then we would come to our regular church. Otherwise, we would go visit them, and we would go to church with my grandma at her church, which it was one of those, it's still there, but it was like this, the kind of big cathedral type traditional, just, I don't know, it wasn't this modern type. It's the old traditional. And I loved it. And then I'm gonna make these. Now when I'm telling you this, you can just watch me color. And then, so yeah, after my grandparents passed, which my grandmother passed when I was 15, she was the first big loss I had, and that was very, very difficult on me. I know I was very fortunate to make it to the age of 15 before losing a significant person in my family. And then my grandfather passed away 6 months later. So when I was 16, so then by year 16, we were just doing Christmas Eve with at home. We didn't do any gifts or anything like that Christmas Eve. A lot of times, depending on when it would fall, you know, Dad certainly had to work, and Mom, she was a teacher, so she was kind of sometimes, but usually Christmas Eve you would be done. So we would just chill at home, and I could have still had school that day, but then we would go to church, and we didn't do anything special for a meal on Christmas Eve when it was just my immediate family. We probably did like frozen pizza or something very simple, since Mom would be making a big meal for the next day. Or it was do-it-yourself supper, which means exactly what it is. It could have been a bologna sandwich. So maybe I was, you know, going back to my roots of Christmas Eve dinner with my bologna sandwiches. And then we did not, so driving home, when we would still go to my grandparents on Christmas Eve, my parents, when we were littler, was always to try and do a Santa watch on the way home. And my dad, I know this now, would always drive this one direction home, and there was a tower that had a blinking red light on it, and he would do that on purpose. And then my mom would be like, did you see Rudolph, he's out, you know, we gotta hurry up and get home and go to bed, which was her thing, to get us to hurry up and go home and go to bed, because she did not like staying up late, and she just wanted us to get home, go to bed, and be done. And then Christmas morning, my mom always was an early morning person, so she'd wake up, and then we could wake up and we could open whatever was in our stockings. So we each had a stocking that magically was filled overnight by Santa, and we could open whatever was in there, but we could not open any gifts. So we would sit there, and I'm sure my dad was in the bedroom just laughing because we couldn't open anything until Dad woke up. So I know he was just in there laughing. And then eventually he'd get up and we'd all sit. I had to wait till he had his coffee. And we would sit in the living room and then pass out presents. So you'd work it out and you'd pass it out. So everybody got a gift and we'd be sitting in a circle and then we'd just take turns opening them. You didn't just get to rip open. You had to wait your turn and then we'd open around the circle. But hold on. Okay. My husband just got home, so I had to talk with him quick. So yeah, we would just take turns. And I usually was the one, which my brothers are 3 years older than me. So just as the youngest, it was like I got to pass out the presents. So Santa was very smart to always make sure. Well, and not Santa. I mean, we usually would get one gift that was a Santa gift, and then our stockings, and then otherwise it was, my brothers and I would have gifts for each other, and then Mom and Dad obviously had equally counted out gifts. And it was kind of, I'm sure, I would imagine, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever, I'm curious if everybody's family, it's like there was usually a toy. I mean, we were not wealthy by any means. And then there would be the gift of socks and underwear or sheets, bed sheets. We'd get bed sheets. What else would we get? Maybe a clothes thing, because you got new clothes at back to school. Is when you would get new clothes, a certain amount. And otherwise, we didn't get new clothes throughout the year. I mean, sometimes my brothers would need something sports related, but yeah. So you might get something at Christmas, but usually not really. Didn't happen. So, okay. So I know I said I was going to film this whole thing with you because that's what I like to do, but I am going to change that out and actually just stop. Like I said, my husband just got home from work, so he's going to want to probably watch TV. And since I film in the living room where we only have one TV, people think we're crazy, but seriously, in my house, we have one TV. That's it. I do not like TVs in the bedroom, so I've never had one there. And yeah, we just have the one. So I am going to finish this gingerbread man, and then I am going to sign off. So hopefully you enjoyed this little bit of Kathy Christmas history. I will post this on Instagram. Again, I'm going to finish it right now, so I will try and have the video or the picture posted when the video goes up. And yeah, I would love to see your feast pages. If you have this book and want to color this page, I'd love to see that. And remember to use the hashtag SpiceyCatBuddies if you post it. I'm just using that for year round all the time, so it'll just be a fun little gallery. Whew, and I totally just hit you there. But anyway, friends, thank you for spending some time with me. I would love to hear any of your fun little Christmas traditions. If you want to type them out in the comments or send me a message on Instagram. And I hope your Christmas holiday, whatever day it is, was filled with fabulous feasting. And remember, most important, you matter. You are beautiful. You are deserving of all things. So you are a true gift to me, and I greatly value your friendship. Thank you, friends. Bye.